starting off with our first plenary session on Innovations and Social Amelioration Program Delivery, or SAP Delivery. This is going to be discussed by the Undersecretary of the Department of Migrant Workers, representing Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak. We have Undersecretary Dominique Nikki Rubia Tutay.
So siguro forward po muna sa aking presentation because it speaks about innovation on social amelioration program. When we speak of innovation, let's not just think probably of technology or digitalization. Siguro when we speak of innovation, it's about pagbabago. What is it that complements the things that we are already doing? So for me po, innovation in social amelioration would speak also about inclusivity. When we talk of migrant workers, hindi lamang po ito yung tinatawag natin na regular migrants or with contracts, but we also talk about those who have been victimized by illegal recruitment at nakarating po sa ibang bansa. Iyon po, kailangan pa rin natin tulungan. In the Department of Migrant Workers, we have 3 strategic priorities. Pamula po, bago pa magdesisyon ng ating mga OFWs na pumunta ng ibang bansa, sila po ay binibigyan na natin ng proteksyon. And that is our strategic priority number 1, safe and orderly overseas migration is ensured. Pangalawa po, yung pong mga countries of destination, we also engaged with them to ensure that the rights of our migrant workers are also protected. Ito po, nakarating na ang ating mga kababayan sa ibang bansa upang maghanap buhay, upang tulungan ang kanilang pamilya. At sa kanila pong pagtatrabaho abroad, nandoon pa rin po ang ating pamahalaan. So, under the One Country Team approach, headed of course by the Department of Foreign Affairs, the DMW works abroad to help our kababayans through the different migrant workers offices and also the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration. So, habang sila po ay nasa ibang bansa, they can be assured that the Philippine government is with them to provide welfare and protection services. The third strategic priority, which is the full cycle reintegration that is achieved, eto naman po, pagbabalik po nila sa ating bansa. So, pwedeng ang pagbabalik po sa ating bansa ay pangmatagalan na, desisyon na po nila, or pwedeng pansamantala lamang at gusto pa rin po nila na magkaroon ng hanap buhay abroad. But whatever the reason for the reintegration or for the return in the country, meron pa rin pong mga programa at serbisyo para po sa ating mga OFWs. Ito po yung isa sa masasabi po natin sentro ng pagbibigay serbisyo para po sa ating mga OFWs at ang kanila pong mga pamilya. Meron po tayong tinatawag na agarang kalinga at saklolo para sa mga OFWs na nangangailangan or aksyon. Ito po ay pinondohan po ng ating Pangulo at ng Kongreso ng about 1.2 billion a year. And for last year po, we were able to benefit 135,000 beneficiaries na po to the tune of 1.4 billion. Iyan po, innovation again in terms of iba't ibang klaseng amelioration program to provide assistance sa atin pong mga OFWs such as legal assistance. And then you have the labor and welfare related assistance. So iba't ibang klase po ito, from food to transport to repatriation. Yan po, binibigay po natin. Psychosocial services, meron din po tayong binibigay sa ating mga kababayan. Medical medical assistance, repatriation assistance, lalong-lalo na po yung mga naiipit po sa mga giyera sa iba't ibang bansa. Specifically po, siguro ma-mention natin yung Israel at saka po yung Lebanon. And then, repatriation also for those who have been victimized by illegal recruitment in Myanmar. So, napunta po sila sa Bangkok at ngayon po, sila po ay nakauwi na po sa ating bansa. Ito naman po yung ating Overseas Filipino Hospital. This is the first actually for the overseas Filipino workers and their families. Since July 2022 po, we were able to provide services to 197,000 patients and more than 378,000 different medical procedures. So some of which would include either urgent care or emergency care. Meron din pong major and minor surgeries. Meron din pong labor delivery, dental, radiology, laboratory, and respiratory, and of course, sa atin pong heart station. So while the hospital is located in San Fernando, Pampanga, we will be expanding the services po of the OFW hospital through different help desk in different malls. Yun po ang vision ng atin pong kalihim Secretary Hans Leo J. Kakdak. And then magkakaroon din po tayo sa mga international airports and terminals very soon. And probably dito rin po sa office ng DMW sa Makati and doon po sa Ortigas. Just to emphasize, dun po sa OFW hospital po, zero ang binabayad po ng ating mga kababayan. And they're also provided medicines, free medicines po. Okay, there was also a mention of how important education is, and for the DMW through OWA, meron po tayong scholarship programs para po sa ating mga OFWs, including po their dependents. It's a subsidy. Hindi naman po siya ganun kalaki. Pero on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis, it's able to help yung iba-iba pong pangangailangan ng ating mga estudyante. Hindi lang naman, kasi meron na po tayong libreng tuition, but the support can also be spent for transport or even for school supplies, books ng ating pong mga estudyante. Innovation can also be in a form of care and the comfort for our OFWs. Marami pa po tayong mga ibibigay na serbisyo sa building po na ito. We would also have a wellness center po. Probably it will be located in the 6th floor for the service of our OFWs. And then, dun po sa ground floor, kung makikita niyo po yung Migrants Brew ng OWA and also po yung action center natin. Iba't ibang agencies po ang magbibigay po ng mga serbisyo dito po sa ground floor para po sa ating OFWs. And in December of last year po, there was already a groundbreaking ceremony for the OFW Hospital Bagong Pilipinas Cancer Care Center. So we do hope that the cancer care facility will be operational by next year. And ang partner po natin dito ay ang Department of Health and also ang DPWH and the province of Pampanga. So yun po ang mga serbisyo na maaari pang magbigay tugon sa pangangailangan po ng ating mga OFWs. Ito naman po, as they return home, the basic service that we give is, of course, livelihood. Yung kasing livelihood, hindi naman po tayo lahat ay merong expertise sa livelihood. And therefore, dyan po pumapasok yung tinatawag po natin ng kaalaman or training. So, pwede kang ma-train, but your track would be either through livelihood or pwede rin po sa wage employment. Okay? And then, Kalinga, as I have mentioned, kasi pagbalik po ng ating mga kababayan dito sa ating bansa, marami pa po rin silang mga trauma na pinagdaanan. And therefore, psychological or psychosocial services is still very much relevant for our returning OFWs. And we partner not just with DOH but also with DSWD for this specific service.